You are successful. You are talented. You are clever. You are excited about your business. You have passion. You have purpose. But when someone asks you for your website, you cringe. It's hard to hand out that URL with confidence because you're just thinking in your head, like, when's the last time I updated the pictures? Are all of my links working? Is this even telling a story of what I do anymore? Gosh, I've been there. I've been there. And if that's where you're at, I just want to let you know you're not alone, first of all, that I see you, that I'm with you. And literally, that's why I started my business so that I could help people feel as confident about their websites as they feel about their business. Welcome to the Sober Biz Podcast, the show for the bold, the brilliant, and the booze free. Here we talk about building meaningful booze free businesses, turning your mess into your message, and showing up even when you feel like an imposter. This is no fluff and no filters, honest conversations for alcohol free entrepreneurs who want to make an impact. So, today I want to talk about just a few design tips when it comes to your website that'll help you take your DIY site and make it more effective for running your business. Okay, so not only am I an alcoholic, but I'm also a moreaholic and I love more. I used to love to just cram as many things as I could into a website design to the point where my website was more like a carnival than it was a landing page. When I learned how to use Flash assets, I was just putting everything in there that kind of looked cool that I thought was fun. It was insanity. It wasn't until I learned design basics that I was able to really work my websites within a parameter of a few design rules that helped it look so much more polished, so much more put together, and so much easier for my clients to navigate. The number one thing is use 2 to 3 fonts maximum. 2 to 3 legible fonts maximum. Not only does it help your client navigate your website better and be able to clearly read what they need to read on your site, it also ups your SEO scores, so you'll be more searchable by Google, and it helps make your website look branded. Like, these fonts are intentional. These are my brand fonts. Fonts can tell a story depending on what you use. There's like serif, sans serif, script fonts, like all these fonts, all the design elements of these fonts help tell your story. Be intentional with them. Pick 2 or 3 that showcase what you're doing and who you are. Heavy fonts are more empowering. They're more bold. They're more out there. A serif font could be more elegant and more elevated. Sans serifs can be more playful, more youthful. So think about these things when you're picking your fonts. Like, what are you trying to portray to the client when they come to your website? Do you want to feel like an elegant brand? Do you want to feel like a high-end luxury brand? Do you want to feel more relatable, more playful? Your fonts can help you tell that story. The second design element is color. I know if you love color, you want to use like 15 different colors. And if you hate color, you want the whole thing to be black and white. My recommendation, if you're just getting started in the design world, is to use 2 to 4 colors maximum. Just repeat them. Make sure you have some contrasting colors so you can have like a background color with a lighter font on top. And there's a lot of really cool color pickers, color builders, palette builders online that you can find that can help you find the right palette for you. And again, for that story you're trying to tell with your website and with your design. There is so much we can dive into when it comes to color theory. I'm going to have to do a whole other episode on that. But color is so important. It is so important in helping you tell this story of your brand, this story of who you are and how you want your clients to feel when they come to your website. Color has such a big impact on that. We are going to do a deep dive on that in a later episode. So please hit the subscribe button or follow wherever you're watching or listening to this so that you don't miss that episode, because it is so important. But for now, 2 to 4 colors that help you tell the story of your brand, and just repeat that through your website. Keep it simple, keep it easy to read. Make sure there's a high contrast between the colors so that your background color and your font on top can easily be read. The next design element for your website is your photography, your photographs. They are so important. Getting branded photos is probably one of the best investments that you can make for your business when it comes to web design. Photos can absolutely elevate your design. They can show authority. They tell your clients that you are taking your business seriously and you are going to invest the time and energy it takes to get a branded photo shoot. Branded photo shoots make a huge difference in your web design. Make sure when you're working with a photographer that they understand that these photos are going to be for your website. because you do need some different sizing. You want high resolution photos that are going to be crisp and clear, but if they are too high resolution, then they can actually slow down the performance of your websites. There are specific dimensions that you want for your website, and you want to make sure that they're not over a certain amount of pixels. Otherwise, you're going to be slowing down the operation of your website, which affects your SEO, which is your search engine optimization. Google doesn't like it, doesn't like a slow website. Make sure you have some photos with nice, crisp, clean backgrounds, whether it's a blue sky or a white backdrop, just something nice and clear that you can easily layer text over top of. The last thing I want to cover today, and a really important and easy fix to elevate your website and make it more effective, is to clearly state the result that your client gets working with you. That is the most important thing you can put on your website. How is the person coming to your website going to benefit from working with you, from buying your product, from using your service, whatever it is? What is the result they will get from you? You don't have to go big and flashy about all of your accomplishments and who you are and how you got started and your life story. That's going to come later. The first thing they need to know is what result are you going to give them? The second thing they need to know is how can they work with you? If you only have those two things on your website, amazing. Like, that's all you need. So, what results are you giving your clients? How can they work with you? Never feel another hangover for the rest of your life. Join my 90-day program. Wellness tips to feel your best in your 40s. Get the guide now. Clearly state the result they're going to get from working with you and what the next step they need to take is. Build healthy habits that get rid of alcohol in your life forever. Book a discovery call. Those are some examples that I've used with recovery coaches that I've worked with when we're building their websites. Very, very clear result that your client's going to get. It should also state a bit of who your ideal client is. So, like, feel your best in your 40s. Obviously, I'm targeting people over 40. The more someone can see themselves in your website, the more likely they are to click the buy now button. So I hope you can take these tips I gave you today and use them to help make your website more clear and concise and more effective in helping you run your business. Well, I hope you got a ton of value out of today's episode. And if this sounds awful to you and you never want to look at the back end of your website, please book a call with me. I can help you with that. We can walk through it together. I can do it for you. You don't have to do this alone anymore. If you're getting a ton of value out of these episodes, please comment, like, share, subscribe, send us a review, send us a message. Let me know you're listening. Tag us on social media at SoberBizCo. I want to know who's in this community and how I can help serve you. So please reach out. This has been such a blast. I love doing this work and I can't wait for next week.